Welcome back, everyone. We are officially on day 11 of our Explainer series covering the absolute best income methods for 2026. If you've been following along with us, you know we've already covered a ton of ground, everything from selling textbooks to leveraging AI art in days 1 through 10. But today we're tackling one of the most highly searched money-making topics online right now. It also happens to be, without a doubt, one of the most severely misunderstood. Okay, let's dive right into this and clear up the confusion so you can actually start seeing some real results. So, you've probably seen this question floating around everywhere on your feeds. Can you actually make money just by using Google Maps? Well, the honest answer to that trending question is a resounding yes. However, it is absolutely not the way most of those online gurus explain it to you in their short, flashy clips. To understand where the real revenue comes from, we first have to bust a massive myth.
And that brings us to Section 1, the Google Maps myth. Let's bust some of this misinformation.
There's just so much misinformation out there right now, specifically the myth that Google literally pays you per review. I'm telling you right now, that's just not accurate. So the crucial point is, Google does not cut you a check. The reality is that the Local Guides program, where you write those reviews, upload photos, and update business listings, only gives you points, badges, and little perks like extra storage space. But what it really does is build a highly credible, verifiable portfolio of experience for you. And as you'll see in a minute, that portfolio is exactly what you're going to convert into paid client work.
Moving right along to Section 2, the hidden local opportunity. This is where the real money actually is.
Now that we've totally busted that myth, I want you to let this number sink in for a second. 200 million. There are currently 200 million businesses listed on the platform right now. And here's the crazy part. A huge percentage of these businesses are suffering from terribly incomplete profiles. We're talking 0 photos, operating hours from back in 2019, and absolutely 0 reviews. For all intents and purposes, they are completely invisible online.
So why does that matter so much to us? Well, to put it into perspective, 80% of Americans search for local businesses at least once a week. 80%. There is a massive, gaping hole between consumer behavior, meaning what people are actively looking for, and actual business readiness. People are out there searching for plumbers, dentists, and restaurants every single day, but the businesses simply aren't showing up properly. And this massive visibility gap, that is exactly where you step in.
This leads us perfectly into Section 3. What is GBP optimization, and how does it bridge this gap? This brings us to the core of today's strategy. Google Business Profile Optimization, or GBP optimization for short, is the single highest income method we're tracking for 2026. Very simply, it means fixing and managing local business listings for a monthly fee. You step in to help that local HVAC company or that awesome neighborhood bakery who just doesn't have the time or the technical know-how to manage their digital storefront. So what does this actually look like in practice? Let's move to and see how this builds into an actual monthly retainer. The daily labor basically involves completing all their profile fields so everything is fully updated, uploading photos consistently, professionally responding to their customer reviews, publishing weekly posts, and monitoring their ranking performance. It's real, valuable work that takes a massive headache completely off the business owner's plate.
And listen to this specific data point, because this is your golden ticket when selling this service. Businesses with 100 or more photos on their profile get significantly more direction requests and phone calls, period. It's a direct line to more revenue for them. When you explain that your optimization efforts directly translate to their phone ringing more often, they will happily, and I mean happily, pay you to maintain their profile every single month.
All right, let's shift gears and talk numbers in Section 4, the real earning potential.
Okay, so we know what the service is and exactly why businesses need it. And this brilliantly illustrates the financial breakdown. Most beginners earn around $150 to $500 in their very first month working strictly part-time, usually just by helping a couple of local businesses they already know personally. From there, you can typically charge $100 to $200 per month per client just for basic maintenance. But the real money? Full GBP optimization and setup runs anywhere from $500 to $2,000 per month per client on a recurring retainer.
Which brings us to this incredibly low, totally achievable number, 3 to 5. Because you can charge those higher retainer tiers for full optimization, it literally only takes 3 to 5 solid clients to completely replace a standard full-time income. You do not need a roster of 100 customers to make this a thriving full-time business. It's totally doable.
So how do you actually start? Let's get into Section 5, your step-by-step guide.
I don't want to just leave you with the theory here. I want you to have the exact 4-step action plan to start executing this today. Step 1. Just search any local service category in your city, like a pizza place or a roofer. Step 2. Filter for businesses that have fewer than 20 reviews, missing photos, or incomplete profiles. These guys are your absolute prime leads. Step 3. Contact the owner. Call them, email them, or even just walk in and say hi. And Step 4. This is the most crucial part. Show them their current ranking versus their top competitor. Most business owners have absolutely no idea how far behind they are. Visually exposing that competitive disadvantage is often all it takes to close the deal right there on the spot.
Before you go rushing out to contact businesses, though, we need to cover Section 6, the Golden Rule.
Now, what's really interesting about this rule is that it's the one thing that can make or break you. Never take shortcuts that violate terms of service, because your client's listing and your own account can get suspended. That is literally the only way to fail at this. The platform has incredibly strict policies against fake reviews, paid reviews, and manipulating listing data. Every single step we've talked about today involves legitimate, honest work that genuinely helps the business. Please do not risk your client's livelihood by trying to cheat the system. Just do the real work. So, to summarize the core takeaway of today's explainer, the platform itself does not pay you, but the actual local businesses relying on it, they absolutely will. The demand for this kind of real, helpful optimization work is genuinely massive right now in 2026. Businesses are desperate to be seen, and you now have the exact skills to make them visible.
And that wraps up day 11 of our series. But hey, are you ready for a method that pays you per hour with absolutely zero client pitching required? That's exactly what we're covering tomorrow in day 12. If you haven't yet, make sure to go back and watch the explainers from days 1 through 10, and definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss tomorrow's drop. I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on today. Think about your own neighborhood. How many local businesses did you walk past today that are leaving thousands of dollars on the table simply because their digital front door is broken? The opportunity is quite literally right outside. See you tomorrow.